Indonesia is home to the largest Muslim population in the world. But how did a country so far from the Middle East come to embrace Islam? Today, we'll explore the fascinating journey of how Islam reached Indonesia through peaceful trade, cultural exchange, and spiritual teachings. It all started with trade. From the 7th century onward, Muslim traders from the Middle East, India, and China regularly visited the Indonesian archipelago. These traders brought not only goods, but also their faith, Islam. Port cities like Aceh in Sumatra and coastal Java became bustling hubs for these merchants. Over time, they established strong connections with local communities, and through these relationships, they introduced Islam. Many of these traders married local women, creating mixed families that adopted Islamic practices. Slowly, the local population began to embrace the new faith. While trade opened the door to Islam, it was the work of Sufi missionaries that helped Islam take root across the islands. Sufism is a mystical form of Islam that focuses on spirituality, personal connection with God, and peace. The Sufis brought a message of love, tolerance, and devotion which deeply resonated with the local people. Their ability to blend Islamic teachings with local customs made Islam more accessible and easier to understand. Sufi missionaries like the famous Wali Songo in Java were crucial in spreading Islam throughout the island. Through preaching, storytelling, and even local performances, they introduced Islamic values in a way that felt familiar to Indonesians. A major turning point in the spread of Islam came when local rulers began to convert to the new religion. The first known Islamic kingdom in Indonesia was the Sultanate of Samudra Pasai, located in northern Sumatra. These rulers saw Islam not only as a new spiritual path, but as a way to strengthen political and trade alliances with Muslim merchants from India and the Middle East. As these sultans adopted Islam, they often encouraged their subjects to follow suit. Kingdoms like the Sultanate of Malacca on the Malay Peninsula also became major centers of Islamic learning and culture, further spreading Islam across the region. Before Islam, Hinduism and Buddhism were the dominant religions in Indonesia, especially in powerful kingdoms like Majapahit and Srivijaya. But over time, these kingdoms declined, creating a power vacuum. This allowed Islam to spread more rapidly as people looked for new spiritual and political systems to fill the void. Unlike many other regions where religion was spread by force, Islam in Indonesia blended seamlessly with local traditions. This process of syncretism, combining different beliefs, helped Islam thrive. The Wali Songo, or 9 Saints of Java, were particularly skilled at blending Islamic teachings with local art, music, and culture. This made Islam feel like a natural fit for the local population. By the 16th century, Islamic sultanates were firmly established across the Indonesian archipelago. These sultanates supported the construction of mosques, schools, and madrasas, helping to further entrench Islam into daily life. During the Dutch colonial period, Islam became a symbol of resistance against foreign rule. Islamic leaders and scholars were often at the forefront of independence movements. And that's how Islam spread across Indonesia. Not through force, but through peaceful trade, cultural exchange, and the work of Sufi missionaries. Today, Indonesia is the largest Muslim-majority country in the world, with a rich history of Islamic traditions. If you found this video beneficial, please give it a like and share it with others so we can all spread knowledge and goodness together, inshallah. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can be the first to learn and grow with us. Jazakallah khair for your support.